Alright, once you just finish up that chorus, we'll get on with this speech and then we'll have the manager afterwards.
Okay, bitter pattern, let's welcome and thank you for joining us to celebrate this beautiful event. For those of you that don't know us, Cathy and I have been married 31 wonderful years. 30 of which my record was spotless. 10 days ago, I may have missed my 31st wedding anniversary.
And he did miss
So
it.
I'm pleading to you all to help me out this evening because I need a paddle to get up the river a little bit more. Anything you can do to help, definitely be appreciated. Anyways, many years ago, Mike came along first back in 1992, followed 2.5 years later by Joshua, who's also one of Mike's groomsmen. And we also have 2 dogs currently, but up until a month ago, we did have kind of 3 with Mike and Danielle's Bella living with us as well. So needless to say, our house was definitely bustling.
I must say, it's a little quieter now. Truth be told, we do miss the commotion though. One of the things we just don't miss is the 700-pound deadlift drops in the basement floor. Even our next door neighbors knew when Mike was deadlifting because they have food too. So Mike, Danielle, good luck with the neighbors in the townhouse. We'd like to share a little bit of Mike, as some of you may not be familiar with the nuances that explain the man you know and love. It's been a wonderful ride with Mike as a son. He's always been driven from the time he was a very young child. At 2 years old, he wanted to be the best dressed toddler. He would change his clothes 5 to 6 times a day and everything went in the laundry basket. Still does. We actually had to put a lock on his armoire to stop him. He was definitely our Calvin Klein toddler back in '92. Mike never ever was one to choose the ordinary or the easiest path. He had self-discipline in any adventure that he took on. The busier he was, the better he performed. Both of our sons are rec goalies, which kept us busy 4 nights a week, plus practices 4 nights a week, and tournaments. Busy times for us, but probably pales in comparison to the Fontaine hockey family of 8 kids.
Curiously, after every game, Mike would spend the entire trip home in the car analyzing the game, how he played, the saves he made, the ones he missed, how he could improve. He was his own Tim and Sid, which ironically is now one of his favorite television shows. In his mid and high school days, he not only played hockey, but took guitar lessons, as you heard earlier, and was the quarterback on the high school football team. I'm not sure if he filled the role of a qualified heartthrob. What do you call it when the QB also plays guitar and sings indie songs in school variety shows? All through school, Mike took courses that he knew would lead to further success in his future. He graduated from Queen's University with a civil engineering degree. Yeah. This is where he met another one of his groomsmen, your MC for tonight, Imran, which you heard about. Interesting, Mike took engineering just like both of his grandfathers, or grandfathers on both sides. And I know that family to Michael has always been an important part of his life. I know I couldn't have been a prouder father when Mike asked his grandpa Steve to join him in the very sequestered iron ring ceremony at Queen's on his graduation. It was definitely a special moment for me as well. His grandpa's also been very close and supportive in helping Mike through his life and his education. He's helped with tuition and gave him, of course, his first car, which upon graduation. After Queen's, Mike went to the U of T, as you know, and got his Master's of Applied Science. So he's in the better books than the Fontaines.
When the day came for Mike to defend his thesis at U of T, I went to listen and to learn. I was in the back row and very quiet. I was truly blown away by my little boy. What a man. He graduated from U of T, spent a year at an engineering firm, traveling around the world, and just recently started a new job at Deloitte. Woo! Woo!
Although very fit and agile from hockey and football, Mike was, well, a bit scrawny by his standards. I think that when he decided to try out for Queen's football team, he realized he needed to beef up a little and took to working out in the gym. Big time. And like everything Mike does, he worked so hard that he not only became buff, but launched that into becoming a competitive bodybuilder. Now, we're talking spray tans, shiny body, muscle posing, and of course that teeny tiny bathing suit they have to wear. Infamously known as the banana hammock. This, of course, led naturally to his career passion of powerlifting.
Mike and Danielle have made many friends in this tight-knit community of powerlifting, two of which are in the wedding party today, Trent, Mike's best man, and Tara, a groomsman. Mike and Danielle met at the local World Gym through Danielle's brother Dennis, also in the party. Danielle was quickly hooked on powerlifting, and apparently Mike.
Not to say that they took powerlifting all that seriously. I mean, they only both worked out in the gym about 2 hours a day except Sundays. And, like, there wasn't 2 tons of gym equipment in my basement. But he even made the dog jump when he dropped those dead weights down. When they moved out a couple of weeks ago, it took about half a day and most of the Fontaine boys, I believe, to help to move the basement gym to the new townhouse. The interesting part is that the gym equipment was the first thing to be moved, long before trivial and unimportant stuff like furniture, clothing, or kitchen utensils.
Both Mike and Danielle have placed in many competitions and continue to increase their personal bests or PRs. Mike competed as a junior at the Worlds in Helsinki a couple of years ago. What a great family trip with Danielle. They have also traveled to the east and west coast of Canada for national competitions. Their goals speak even on the whiteboard in the home gym, which simply states, never say die. It's this common passion that bonded them together 6 years ago. As I said, Mike just won't settle for the ordinary, and Danielle is anything but. We've had the pleasure of having Danielle live with us for the last 2 years, along with Bella, their French bulldog. We've really gotten to know Danielle. She really is so kind and loving, beautiful, always happy and smiling. She loves teaching her kindergarten kids, and I'm sure they love her too.
As you may know, Danielle also likes to bake, which I also like to eat. This has put me in a bit of a pickle. Since she's moved out, I figured that now anytime I want a fresh batch of chocolate chip cookies or a little bit of popcorn, I'm gonna have to change the family password to Netflix and Crave TV, so they'll come over. Cathy and I have followed Mike and Danielle throughout their powerlifting careers. Last Nationals, that Danielle and Mike competed in Calgary, we weren't able to attend, Cathy and I, but we're lucky that it was streamed online so that we could at least watch. We were so happy when we heard the commentators say when Danielle was lifting, "What a beautiful girl, always smiling and happy." So true. Everyone at the powerlifting competition refers to Danielle and Mike simply as the power couple.
What we love about Mike and Danielle is the way they work together. They are always on the same page. Decisions are always made together. For example, every aspect of this wedding has been decided by Mike and Danielle. This is truly their wedding, and organized, wow. Danielle, as you know, comes from a family of 10. Everybody just seems to know the Fontaines. I can't tell you how many people I've met since having Danielle in our lives, that when I said Mike is dating Danielle, they say, "Oh, the Fontaines, great family." Even our neighbors know you guys. Hats off to you and Yvette and John for giving us such a wonderful daughter-in-law, Danielle. Welcome to our family. You truly are the daughter.
So Danielle and Mike, from this day good fortune,
close family and friends,
and of course,
lots of
grandchildren.
Nothing better.